Beginning in a comfortable seated position, we are in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Here you will begin to focus on your breath as you inhale deeply into your belly and have a long, extended exhale. Shifting up onto your knees, sitting on your heels, in Virasana, hero pose. Begin to just focus on the sensation of your breath. It is at this moment that you take anything that happened before you sat on the mat and you put it where it belongs, in the past. And you take anything that is going to happen when you leave the mat and you put that where it belongs, in the future. Focusing on the here and now by the sensation of your breath. Finding unity. Here we begin to move, coming up onto the balls of our feet, taking a nice inhale and exhaling our way up into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Begin to just feel the position, move around in it, nice and slow. Be sure to breathe as if you're sitting, and as you inhale, rise up halfway to flat back. Finish your inhale and then exhale right back down into Uttanasana. Do this a total of 3 times at the pace of your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now as you inhale, drop your tailbone. And exhale, lifting your tailbone. Being sure to keep your head and your hips lined up as you do this motion. Do this 3 times as well. Taking a nice inhale, begin to widen your legs into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide or separated leg forward bend. Begin to breathe deep, keeping the weight out of your hands and putting it into your heels, relaxing your shoulders. Bend your knees as you take a deep inhale and try to straighten them as you exhale. Really warming up the legs. And just like before, lift up a little bit as you do that with your back. Now begin to keep one leg straight while bending the other. Being sure to exhale with the tension as you stretch, but inhale as you come to the middle when both legs are bent. We're going to do this a total of 6 times. 3 times for each leg. One side may be able to withstand the tension for longer, that's okay. Find balance. Being sure not to move any faster than you're breathing. And you should be breathing deep and slow. Going back into your wide forward bend, grab onto your ankles and really feel the position, but keep your shoulders relaxed. Now, turning, we're going to go into a modified Virabhadrasana 1, otherwise known as Warrior 1. Placing the hands together lightly, coming into a deep stance, Leaning back slightly so you really feel it in the core, all the way down to the backbone. Turning to the middle as you inhale, and moving to the other side as you exhale. Deepening, leaning, feeling it in the other side of your core. Being sure to breathe as if you're sitting down, focusing on your breath. Turning to the center, take a nice inhale as you lift your arms up into Devyasana, Goddess. And bringing your legs in, roll the shoulders back as you inhale. Exhale, dropping your arms, relaxing, standing firm in Tadasana, mountain pose, gripping the floor with your feet, slightly bending your knees and pressing your hips forward, drawing the navel into the spine. Stand firm, be a mountain. Moving to the side, adjusting your feet where they need to be, being sure that your front knee stays right over your ankle, moving up into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Ideally, you want your arms to be lined up. I like to lift them up slightly to get a little bit of work in my shoulders and lean forward. Leaning back now, we are in Viparita Virabhadrasana, Reverse Warrior. Stepping up, we move back and do the other side, repeating it. You'll notice I lean forward slightly, and then I turn my palms up to the sky before I move into Reverse Warrior. Being sure your knee is right over your ankle in the front. And sequencing back up into Tadasana, rolling the shoulders as you inhale, dropping them as you exhale. Briefly moving into Utkatasana, chair pose, and going down through Uttanasana, jumping or walking back into Chaturanga Dandasana, or limb stack pose, otherwise known as plank. Exhaling as you come down, and inhaling right up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Being sure not to force this, nice and light with it. Making your way back down, taking a nice inhale, and exhaling back into Balasana, child's pose. Taking a nice inhale, and exhaling your way right up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Keeping your knees slightly bent if you need to, bending one, straightening the other, experimenting with the position, getting comfortable with it. Positioning your way back down through Chaturanga. Inhale down, inhale up. Rather, that's exhale down and inhale up. I'm going to do all of this a total of 3 times. Inhaling back, right into Balasana. Keeping that connection with your hips and your torso. So tuck your toes and exhale right up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure to breathe in this position, keeping your elbows bent. Going right back through Chaturanga again. Exhale down. Inhale right up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. And again back into Balasana. Relaxing, recovering. Each time you should feel like you're getting a little deeper into each posture. But it's okay if you don't. You can make it a nice workout. You can make it rigorous, or you can make it nice and relaxed. Jump your way up into Uttanasana. Feeling the position for a moment. And slowly rise up like a rag doll back into Tadasana. Reflecting for a moment on how you feel as you turn. Stepping right up, lifting your arms, widening your legs. Now we're going to turn and adjust our foot into a bit of a lunge. Into Parsvakonasana, lateral angle posture. Slightly modified. And then turning the other way, Parivrita, Parsvakonasana, rotated. And we're going to move to the other side. Parsvakonasana. As you can see, my fingertips are touching the floor. If you're ambitious, you can bring your palm down or use a yoga block. Anything works. And Parivrita, Parsvakonasana, rotated lateral angle. Coming back right down to the middle. Really widening the legs as far as you're comfortable. Right into Prasarita Padottanasana. Really keeping the weight into your legs. Keeping the hands there as just a counterbalance. Now in this case, I'm not going any further than the edges of my mat because it's nice and muddy. And because I feel comfortable in this position today. And slowly heel toe your way back up into Uttanasana. And really reflect on this position. Notice if it's a little deeper than it was in the beginning. If you can keep your legs straight versus bending them. It's okay if you can't. It'll come in due time. Most important when you're bending forward is making sure that your torso and your legs are touching, connecting at the hips. Moving right back down into Virasana. Begin to thank yourself for a wonderful, wonderful yoga workout. And begin to just focus on your breath again as you're sitting in the hero pose. Be pleased with yourself. Always remember to be happy and respect yourself. Listen to your body. And do so remembering that it begins with the breath. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.